Okay. Hello to everybody. We are today meeting as a part of Erasmus Days, and we will use this Zoom meeting as some kind of source for presenting our results of our project Wushu Elixir. Our project started at the beginning of 2018 year, and it lasted for 2 years. Just a second. So our project finished officially by the end of the year 2019. So we had some luck that we didn't had the situation with COVID. Like now, it will be much harder to implement our project with this situation. But on the other hand, we are preparing some new extensions to the finished project. So we will have to learn to live with this kind of environment and learn how to deal with it. Much more with some online teachings or some other kind of distant learning. So our project started with the Croatian Wushu Federation, which was the basic partner who gathered all other partners. We had partners from Belgium, from Spain, from Slovenia, and from Croatia. On our project, there were a main target group were elderly people with some health disabilities like arthritis and some other kind of, let's say, obstacles in their everyday life. And after the end of our project, the results of the trainings of Tai Chi during the Wushu, Tai Chi and Qigong on Wushu Elixir were very encouraging. So we will have some words about it later in this meeting. And on this meeting, we have participants from Zagreb. We have Mr. Antun Andrejic, who was also participating in project as a person who had problems with arthritis, and he can also tell later something about positive things of Tai Chi in which are helping people with arthritis. We have Mr. Mladen Vedric and Damir Grbac, who are also teaching Tai Chi with their participants in their classes, and also who were participating in project, and Mrs. Natasha Kalebota, who is working also as external, who worked as external expert in our project, who will also have some part in our today's meeting. So let's start with Mr. Antun. He will tell us a few words about his experience during the project and participating in project.
Hello, I'm Antun Andrejic, and I am patient with psoriatic arthritis 30 years and with spondyloarthritis. I tried to practice a lot of exercises, but everything was too strong for me, like fitness center, aerobic, aqua aerobic, and so on. And finally, I found out Tai Chi, something what was excellent for me. I practiced Tai Chi 5 years, and I suggested to Wushu Elixir Executive Director Petar Turkovic to make one project because it is for patient absolutely fantastic. And we've got this project for patients with arthritis, for elder 65 years, and so on. On this place, I would like to thank my teachers, Mladen and Biljana, Damir and Tatiana, and especially Dr. Kalebota, because we made a big deal with patient in Zagreb Hospital Clinical Hospital Center. It was together teamwork with the doctor and I as patient, and I think that we are very satisfied, and Mrs. Kalebota will say everything about this. So much from me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello to everyone. I work as a doctor, as a physiatrist in Clinical Hospital Center Zagreb, and some of my patients were included in this study. As we know, Tai Chi is a type of physical activity included in recommendation for physical activity in people with inflammatory arthritis and osteoarthritis. These recommendations are included in 2018 ELA recommendations for physical activity in people with inflammatory arthritis and osteoarthritis. The aim of our study was to evaluate the effect of Tai Chi exercise on program on pain, functional status, and quality of life in people with osteoarthritis and inflammatory arthritis. The research was conducted in Zagreb from October 2018 to April 2019. A total of 44 participants entered the Tai Chi exercise program. Majority of patients were female with osteoarthritis, 85%. The Tai Chi exercise program was performed for 60 minutes, twice a week, with a total of 50 training sessions. In data analysis, were included only those patients who completed at least 36% of exercise program, which was a total of 28, 63% of patients, out of which 24, 85%, completed at least 70% of exercise program. An average attendance was 39, that was 78% of sessions. Outcome
Natasha,
measures were pain.
Just a second, can I just pause you? The Petar would like to join the meeting, so I will just admit him, and then you can continue. Just say hi to him. Hello, Petar.
Hey, Mark. Pozdrav.
Hello. We started with the meeting, so now Dr. Natasha is presenting the results, and after that Damir and Tatiana and Biljana and Mladen will have word, and then after that you can also have your part of the project. Okay, Natasha, you can continue now. Thank you.
Okay, outcome measures were pain. We measured on a visual analog scale, stability and balance. We used functional reach test, chest mobility. We used breathing index. We measured spinal mobility by cervical and thoracic sagittal indices and Schaubert test. We measured muscle strength by Wushu test. We measured physical function with Lacan index of severity for osteoarthritis of hip and Stanford Health Assessment Questionnaire. And we take the health-related quality of life instrument for quality of life evaluation. And our results show that there was significant improvement in breathing index, sagittal mobility of cervical, thoracic spine, and lumbar spine, Wushu test, and Lacan index. There was no significant changes in pain level and functional reach test and Stanford Health Assessment quality scale. In conclusion, we can say that the Tai Chi can improve functional status and quality.
Oops, we lost her. Okay, you were disconnected for a few seconds.
Okay,
but
in conclusion,
now...
okay, I will repeat the conclusion. That is the major thing, that Tai Chi can improve functional status and quality of life in people with osteoarthritis and inflammatory arthritis. Our results show that.
Okay. Thank you very much for the presentation. Now we will let our teachers have a few words. So, Mladen and Biljana, or Damir and Tatiana, you can proceed.
Okay, hi to all. We had two test groups in Zagreb. One practiced with Tatiana and me, and the other with Biljana and Mladen. And I will tell you something. Basic model, and the other was advanced model. Both models covered the 25 weeks in which the testing groups practiced Tai Chi. So the basic model was 10-week long, and it was broken down in the first section. Introduced some traditional Tai Chi Chuan and Qigong warm-up exercises. All those sections were incorporated in every single training session. So about the first section, it would last between 20 and 30 minutes. The warm-up exercises focused on loosening up and structurally integrating the physical body, reinforce Tai Chi Chuan principles of incorporating awareness, focus, and visualization into movement. These exercises can serve as a complete workout, as a complete workout, and can be used alone. So the second section is about the core Tai Chi Chuan Qigong movements, following the traditional Cheng Manqing Yang style, short form, with the added step back and repulse the monkey movements. These movements were added basic model, and the proportion of time allocated to the core Tai Chi Chuan Qigong movements increased from 15 to 30 minutes, as the time allocated to Tai Chi Chuan and Qigong warm-ups decreased slightly. And finally, the third section, it's about cool-down exercises, including gentle self-massage techniques. The total exercise program takes about 60 minutes. And the design of this collection of exercises allows it to stand alone as a complete Tai Chi Chuan and Qigong program. So that's about the basic model, and I will give the word to Biljana and Mladen to talk about the advanced module. So that's from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Damir and Tatiana. We shall continue with the other part of our exercise. I would like to say that from the very beginning, the main challenge was to find the set of exercises which are at the same time efficient enough and simple enough for the participants with which we had to cover these 25 weeks, as Damir said, which means about 50 hours of training. We discussed a lot about these methods and exercises before as a team, and also the others in their project. And finally, we agreed that we can divide these exercises into two parts, as Damir has already said. This is the first part was concentrated
much about the isolated movements to prepare the participants for to perform core Tai Chi exercises and movements. So like this, Tanya and Damir created this, which we called basic model. And after that, or at the same time with it, we continued with which we called advanced model, which consists of the elements with accent to the connected movements. This means entire Tai Chi form or entire Qigong form and so on. Of course, the challenge was still to find Tai Chi form which is still simple enough but efficient enough for our participants. And fortunately, we found such a form. This was well-known Mantak Chia's form, 13 movements in 5 directions. Which our participants were successfully finished, which I will show you in a short film. I must say that our colleagues from the other countries, Slovenia, Spain, and Belgium, were at the beginning rather skeptical about this concept which Tanya, Damir, and Biljana and me presented, because they said it is too complicated, too hard for participants, even especially for participants with disabilities and so on. But eventually it comes that this was really a winning formula, and as testing results showed, which Natasha had spoken about, Tai Chi with carefully combined exercises can really make big progress for these participants and the others, of course. So Goran, if you agree, I would like to, for a short while, share my screen and show a little excerpt from the video in which our participants performed this simple Mantak Chia form. This was, I should say, at the end of the program, where they became a little bit proficient. Of course, this is still very beginning level, but they can perform this form Tai Chi from beginning to end. I shall share with you some short excerpt for this from this film. Goran, could you enable participants to screen sharing if you can?
Okay, I think I just did.
Okay.
Share the screen.
Yes,
share screen.
this is it. So you see this video?
No.
No. Do you hear something?
No.
Okay, now.
You see the screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is film from advanced part, which includes, of course, all which Tanya and Damir have prepared participants with the basic program. You now see Biljana leading the group of participants and performing this Mantak Chia form, which is called 13 movements in 4 directions. You see that participants are now a little bit more proficient than we could expect. So they can perform the movement of Tai Chi, of course, at the beginning level, but still they can do it. So I would propose for a few seconds you just watch them. This form consists of two essential Tai Chi movements. This is grasping the sparrow's tail, which Tanya and Damir also prepared the participants at the basic level. And the other movement is a single whip, which is also one of the most important Tai Chi movements. This form combines these two movements together, and you can see that they can perform it, and the results were really, I must say, astonishing when this is what Natasha already said.
We can see Tony in the front there.
Yes, yes, and Natasha also with her patients. So this is the first half of the form. The second half is just symmetrical to the first half. And if you like, I can now stop sharing the screen so we can continue the meeting. Goran, what do you say?
Okay. Thank you for the video presentation.
I will now stop share. I think I did it.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for your presentation. It was very very good presentation with video also. It's not just plain talking. So Petar also included in our meeting. We had some basic presentation in the beginning of our project. Then Tony, Natasha, Mladen, Biljana, Tatiana, and Damir shared their experience during the project implementation, and we wanted that you, during the end, Petar, that you present us your experience with the project and our future plans with another project that Croatian Wushu Federation is preparing for Erasmus+.
Yes, well, you have heard from our coaches, our trainers, and our researchers how the project was developed and how it was led through the 2 years. And the project that was so successful would be a pity to stay just for itself and not to extend it into the future. So we decided to apply with a new project called Developing Life Force, Life Energy. And the project that we submitted newly to the Erasmus Plus funds is the project that is heavily leaning on the first one that was finished by the end of 2019 and with these fine results. I would say that this first project or program for the elderly and disabled people, training Wushu disciplines, in particular Tai Chi and Qigong, had the strong health implications that we showed. And the project was not only preventive, but also therapeutic, as the measured medical parameters and physiotherapist parameters showed statistically valid improvements. The project that we want to go on with has the aim to enhance the Wushu Elixir program in terms of content and in terms of length. to broaden the pool of the target group members, moving from exclusively medical facilities to nursing homes, homes for elderly, and community center, and to spread the program nationally and internationally. The idea is to raise the number of Tai Chi and Qigong trainers capable to implement the program across the states in the partnership, meaning Croatia, Slovenia, Spain, Belgium. But also this time we are having a new partner, which is the Qigong Association of Serbia. So we would like to extend the programs across these states in the partnership, but also in EU member states that are not part of this membership. So we want to go further into the Europe. The Wushu Elixir program for the elderly, for disabled and chronically ill is precious in the late stages of COVID-19 pandemic. And it will be as well very, very precious in the post-pandemic time, especially, as it will provide the possibilities to improve health of the most endangered and most sheltered groups in the innovative mixture of meaningful, controlled, and organized physical activity of Tai Chi and Qigong across Europe. So basically, we hope that we will our application will be confirmed and that we will be able to continue with this project. Okay, Goran, that's it.
Thank you. Our idea also at the beginning when applying at the first project was also to connect as many partners in Europe as possible. But the first project we had small partnership, and now it is applied new project with more partners and with more distribution of the project through Europe. And yeah, we hope that we will expand it more in this new project. Okay, thank you all for participating in this meeting.
Goran, before you say, maybe, Goran, can I say something?
Yes, of course, Tony. Yeah.
For me as patient, as support to Petar Turkovic and to you and to all teachers, I would like to say that in this project were 85 people. Nobody wasn't injured, and it showed that Tai Chi is very safe for teach people, elder, invalid, with arthritis, and so on. It's not expensive. It's very cheap. You can practice Tai Chi in nature, in parks, and so on. You don't need special equipment. You don't need special shoes, and so on. You can practice in this moment whatever you have on himself. And I think that we need more promote Tai Chi, because this is very good practice for all of us.
Of course. Thank you, Tony, for your advices. And I believe that Tai Chi is very, very good for all people, but but the most for the elderly people, as we have proved in our last project. Thank you for the participation in this meeting, and hope to see you again and work together again in our next project. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.